Good morning, I am Prarambha Dahal. Let's begin with the main stories. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli clarifies there has been no arrangement regarding referendum. Clarification comes amidst growing nationwide debate over the government's agreement with CK Raut. Majority of the cases at Nepal Council of Arbitration in favor of the contractors despite their negligence. 305 million rupees paid in compensations to the contractors. University Grant Commission's recommendation to classify universities based on the type of higher education and organizational structure falls into controversy. And Nepal takes on Bhutan in the inaugural match of the 5th edition of SAF Women's Championship today. Clash scheduled to kick off at 2:30 p.m. at Shahid Stadium in Biratnagar. With the latest national political updates. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli has clarified that nobody has the right to call for a referendum to divide the country and has urged everyone to clear any such confusions. Premier Oli's statement comes amidst growing nationwide debate over the government's agreement with CK Raut. Addressing an event held by the National Security Council Secretariat, Premier Oli clarified that the use of the word popular mandate refers to a majority government and not a referendum. Premier Oli stated that a referendum that would divide the country or hurt the nation's sovereignty would not take place at any cost.
देश टुक्राउने कि नटुक्राउनेमा जनसंग्रह कहिल्यै कहीँ हुन सक्छ। देशको भौगोलिक अखण्डताको बारेमा कुनै प्रश्न हुन सक्छ।
Meanwhile, the ruling Nepal Communist Party co-chairman Pushpa Kamal Dahal has assured all parties that the government holds the power to take actions against anyone working against the agreement.
भौगोलिक अखण्डता, देशको सार्वभौमसत्ता र स्वाधीनतालाई चोट नपुर्याउने प्रश्नहरूभित्र
यदि सरकारले गरेको सहमति विपरीत जान थाल्यो भने के गर्ने भन्ने निर्णय गर्ने अधिकार पनि सरकारसँग सुरक्षित नै छ। सबैलाई त्यो जानकारी भएकै कुरा हो। त्यसकारण यसमा धेरै तरङ्गित हुनुपर्ने कुरा चाहिँ म देख्दिन।
The ruling Nepal Communist Party co-chairman Pushpa Kamal Dahal also urged everyone not to doubt the government's intentions in bringing CK Raut into mainstream politics. The government had struck an 11-point agreement with the leader of Free Madhesh movement, CK Raut, last week, a day after he was released by the Supreme Court. Raut had given up his secessionist movement to reach the agreement with the government. Disputes had emerged after Raut supporters put up slogans and flags of Free Madhesh during his visit to Janakpur after the agreement. Now moving on, there is a special provision to seek for quicker legal solutions in any disputed development works as regular court procedures take longer amount of time and can get costlier. Based on the special provision, a team of experts appointed by the government mediates a discussion between the officials of the government unit that is responsible for any project and the project's contractor side to reach a conclusion. However, in majority of the cases so far, the impartial settlement bodies have been found to have favored the contractor side despite their negligence. 53 projects under the Department of Roads contracted in the last 4 years were taken to the Nepal Council of Arbitration. The verdicts for 35 of these disputed cases were issued in favor of the contractors, while only 6 were in favor of the government. Based on the decisions made in these cases, the government has already paid 305 million rupees as compensation to the contractors of 16 of the projects. The government paid a maximum of 85 million rupees compensation to the contractor of the Chainpur Khatbari road project.
पेपरवर्कमा अलिकति स्ट्रङ हुनुपर्छ। यो आर्बिट्रेसनहरु लिगल पोइन्टहरु सबै त्यो डकुमेन्टेसनहरुदेखि लिएर तपाईको प्रुफहरु सबै राख्नुपर्छ। त्यो चाहिँ अलिकति हाम्रोमा कमी छने छ। अब कहिले सर्वा हुन्छ, कहिले त्यो हुन्छ, कहिले त्यो इन्स्टिट्युसन मेमोरी नै अलिकति विक छ हाम्रो एज अ होल सरकारी जुन इन्स्टिट्युट हुन्छ नि सबैको, त्यसले गर्दा अलिकति चाहिँ समस्या देखिएको छ।
Out of the 53 cases that have reached the Nepal Council of Arbitration, 12 cases are still pending. Analysts have opined the government has lost cases solely due to inadequate evidences and lack of preparations. However, the bigger problem is that the officials of the council who are supposed to mediate the cases have been found of taking decisions under the influence of the contractor companies. As a result, the state has been bearing a huge loss. Former heads of the council have opined the government will keep on losing such cases and the administrative network will remain weak if the selection of mediators is not done with utmost care.
कतिपय केसहरुमा कन्फ्लिक्ट अफ इन्ट्रेस्ट पनि होला हैन जोडिएको हुन सक्छ त्यो त यसै भन्न सकिदैन किन सुधार चाहिने जरुरत छैन भनेर त भन्न सकिदैन त्यसकारणले हामीले ती तीनवटा कुरा विचार पहिले त आर्बिट्रेटर चाहिने छान्दा फेरि पनि विचार गर्नु पर्यो अनि दोस्रो कुरो चाहिँ आफ्नो कन्ट्र्याक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेसन जुन अहिले लेभल छ सरकारको कन्ट्र्याक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेसनको त्यो कन्ट्र्याक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेसनको लेभललाई तपाईको माथि उठाउनु पर्यो यो लेभलले यो किसिमको लेभलले चाहिँ मिट गर्दैन कि त्यो जुन डिमान्ड छ एडमिनिस्ट्रेसनको नत्र भने यस हारि नै रहन्छ सरकार.
It is crucial for the council to issue impartial judgment and the contractor companies to be more responsible to avoid jeopardizing the country's development works in the future. The University Grant Commission has recommended the government to classify universities based on the type of higher education and organizational structure. However, the Commission's recommendation to classify the universities into central and provincial levels has been in controversy. There are 11 universities and 6 health science academies in operation at the moment. Out of the 11 universities, the University Grant Commission has proposed to classify 3-1 Nepal Sanskrit, Agriculture and Forest Science, Lumbini Bauddha and Open University as central, while Purvanchal, Pokhara, Madhya Paschhimanchal, Sudur Paschhimanchal, Kathmandu and Rajarsi Janak universities as provincial universities. Likewise, the Commission has suggested the Health Science Academy to be under the federal government's jurisdiction itself. The Commission has also suggested the government to allow central universities to grant affiliations to any colleges under its jurisdiction, however, limit the provincial universities to give out affiliations to colleges within their province. Based on the recommendations in the report submitted by the UGC, community and private campuses should come under the provincial universities. Meanwhile, a few of the universities have protested against the recommendations, citing that the Commission is trying to imitate the practices that have been made in India. Given that the recommendation suggests to take community and private colleges under one university to another university, its implementation seems questionable. It is almost 20 months now since the local representatives assumed offices at the local level. In this context, we had asked the service seekers at Sangwa Sava Khandbari Municipality Office regarding what they think about the service delivery. Let us now take a look at what they had to say.
Public voice.
ट्र्याकमा रहेर काम गरिरहेको अवस्था छ र काम यथाशीघ्र चाँडो नै भएको मैले चाहिँ महसुस गरेको छु.
आशा गरे जस्तो चाहिँ भएको छैन कि मलाई चाहिँ लाग्छ तर पनि अब सुरुको संरचना हो अब टाइम लिन्छ होला हैन हेरौं अब के हुँदो रहेछ हैन
गाउँमा विकास हुन्छ भन्ने महसुस गरेको थियौं तर बिल्कुल त्यसो ठिक उल्टो भयो किनभने मेयर साहबहरुलाई सबै रिबन काट्दै ठिक हुन्छ र गाउँका के जनप्रतिनिधिहरू जिल्ला धाउँदै ठिक हुन्छ काम भन्ने कुरो छिनको भाँचेका छैनन् अहिलेसम्म.
अपेक्षा गरे जतिको चाहिँ अहिले अलि भएको छैन हैन तर बामे सर्ने कछुवाको गतिमा सामान्य चाहिँ अहिले अगाडि बढेको छ.
जनप्रतिनिधिहरूले यसको के अरे अलिकति महत्त्वपूर्ण भूमिका खेल्दिएको थियो भनेदेखि 2000 घरले यो के अरे सरसफाइमा ध्यान दिन्थ्यो होला.
धेरैचोटि आउनु पर्यो के म अब यही कामको लागि अहिले लगभग म 4 5 7 चोटि आइसके र पनि मेरो काम भएको छैन अनि यो कर्मचारीकै अभावको कारणले नै सायद होला अब निमित्त छोड्नु नहुने हो कि.
It is now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
The question is, why has Nepal Council of Arbitration given verdicts in favor of the contractors of disputed development projects? Your options are A, an outcome of nexus between contractors and council members, B, weak government administration, and C, fair decision. The voting is on. You can type NEWS, select your option A, B or C, and then send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. With this, let us move on to the sports news.
Sports news.
Nepal plays against Bhutan in the inaugural match of the 5th edition of SAF Women's Championship today. The inaugural match, which will be played at Said Stadium in Biratnagar, will kick off at 2:30 p.m. this afternoon. Despite having participated in all editions of SAF Women's Championship, Bhutan has not been able to progress from the group stages. Bhutan has played 12 matches in 4 editions of the tournament and is yet to win a single match. In all of those matches, Bhutan scored just 3 goals while conceding a mammoth 72. Nepal and Bhutan have faced each other at the group stage only 2 times in the past. The first time was in Islamabad in 2014, while the second clash was in Siliguri in 2016. Nepal had emerged victorious with a scoreline of 8-0 in both the occasions. Savitra Vandari had scored a double hat-trick when Nepal won 8-0 against Bhutan in 2016. The squad of Bhutan has not been considered strong this edition either. They had reached Nepal a week prior to the beginning of the tournament and played a friendly with Nepal's under-19 women's team, which ended in a draw. Coach Hari Khatka has done adequate homework regarding Nepal's performance and has already translated his assessments and trainings on the games as well. His experience and strategies will be of significance for Nepal's performance in the tournament. Team Nepal has always been featuring in SAF Women's Championship with a strong squad. Of the 4 previous editions, Nepal lost in 3 finals against India, while in the last edition, Nepal lost against the same opponents in semi-finals. Meanwhile, All Nepal Football Association ANFA has felicitated the women's team with cash prize before the beginning of the SAF Women's Championship. Organizing a program yesterday evening in Viratnagar, the National Football Governing Body handed over the previously declared reward for Nepal's performance in the second round of the Asia Region Qualifiers and Hero Gold Cup, which was held in India. 17 players who featured in both the tournament received 100,000 rupees, while 3 players backed 50,000 rupees. And now, before we wrap up, here's a look at the top stories one more time. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli clarifies there has been no agreement regarding referendum. Clarification comes amidst growing nationwide debate over the government's agreement with CK Rao. Majority of the cases at Nepal Council of Arbitration in favor of the contractors despite their negligence. 305 million rupees paid in compensations to contractors. University Grant Commission's recommendation to classify universities based on the type of higher education and organizational structure falls into controversy. And Nepal takes on Bhutan in the inaugural match of the 5th edition of SAF Women's Championship today. Class scheduled to kick off at 2:30 p.m. at Said Stadium in Viratnagar. That is all for the moment. Our next English bulletin will air at 11 a.m. Keep watching Kantipur Television SD for more news and entertainment. Thank you for watching. Have a great day ahead.